In the vast expanse of space, an astronomer discovers a chilling truth. Stars are vanishing from the night sky. Not burning out, not collapsing, but being methodically stolen by forces beyond human comprehension. As she races to uncover the cosmic theft threatening our very existence, she realizes that the disappearance of these celestial lights may be just the beginning of humanity's greatest challenge. When darkness falls, who will protect the stars that have guided us since the dawn of time? Subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories posted each week. And now, let us begin our journey into the mysteries of the night sky. The first unusual readings appeared on a crisp autumn evening at the Mountain View Observatory. Dr. Sarah Chen had spent countless nights monitoring the stars, but something about this night felt different. The familiar pattern she'd studied for decades had begun to shift in ways that defied natural explanation. Through her sophisticated telescopic array, she noticed gaps in the familiar tapestry of stars. Perfect voids where bright celestial bodies should have been. At first, Sarah attributed the anomalies to equipment malfunction. She recalibrated her instruments, checked for atmospheric disturbances, and consulted historical data. But the evidence grew more compelling with each passing night. Stars were disappearing, leaving behind nothing but empty space where their light had burned for millions of years. The scientific community met her findings with skepticism. Her colleagues suggested various natural phenomena: stellar life cycles, gravitational lensing, or simple equipment error. But Sarah knew better. The pattern of disappearances defied random chance. These stars weren't dying. They were being taken. In her private laboratory, Sarah compiled months of observational data. She plotted each missing star on a three-dimensional map of the local galaxy, watching as the pattern emerged. The disappearances formed a systematic progression through space, moving steadily closer to Earth's sector of the galaxy. The precision suggested intelligence, purpose, and most disturbingly, an inevitable destination. Late one night, while reviewing thermal imaging data from apparently empty regions of space, Sarah noticed something extraordinary. Faint energy signatures, barely detectable even with the observatory's most sensitive equipment, appeared in the void where stars had vanished. These signatures moved with purpose, following trajectories that couldn't be explained by natural celestial mechanics. Sarah's breakthrough came when she analysed the spectrum of light from the regions surrounding the missing stars. The remaining stellar bodies showed subtle distortions in their light patterns, as if their energy was being drawn away by an invisible force. The discovery sent chills down her spine. Something was harvesting the very essence of these stars. The pattern became clearer with each new disappearance. Sarah developed an algorithm to predict which stars would vanish next, based on their position and energy output. The mathematical precision was undeniable. Whatever was responsible for these cosmic thefts operated with calculated efficiency, methodically selecting targets based on criteria she was only beginning to understand. As winter approached, Sarah's predictions proved increasingly accurate. She documented the disappearance of 7 more stars, each vanishing exactly where and when her calculations suggested they would. The scientific community could no longer ignore her findings. Something was systematically removing stars from the galaxy. and its pattern was leading inexorably toward our solar system. Working through sleepless nights, Sarah began detecting repeating signals emanating from the regions of space where stars had vanished. These were not random emissions, but deliberate transmissions encoded with complex mathematical sequences. She dedicated herself to decoding these messages, understanding that they might hold the key to understanding the cosmic theft unfolding across the galaxy. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. While analysing data from a recently vanished star system, Sarah discovered that the signals contained embedded geometric patterns matching ancient astronomical symbols found in civilizations across Earth. The correlation was impossible to dismiss. Someone had left these messages as a warning, perhaps thousands or even millions of years ago. The decoded message painted a chilling picture. An ancient civilization had encountered these star-harvesting entities before. They described massive vessels, nearly invisible to conventional detection methods, capable of absorbing the entire energy output of a star. These cosmic harvesters moved through the galaxy like a great migration. They consumed stellar energy for purposes unknown. Sarah modified the observatory's detection equipment, calibrating it to search for the specific energy signatures described in the ancient message. For weeks, she scanned the regions of missing stars, hoping to catch a glimpse of these elusive vessels. Her persistence was rewarded with haunting images that confirmed her worst fears. The shadow ships, as she began calling them, appeared as vast dark silhouettes against the backdrop of space. Their surfaces absorbed nearly all light, making them visible only through the distortions they created in the surrounding stellar matter. These vessels operated with precise coordination, positioning themselves around target stars in complex geometric formations. Through enhanced imaging, Sarah observed the ship's harvesting process. They created artificial corridors through space-time, channeling stellar energy through these passages to an unknown destination. The process was methodical and efficient, leaving behind only cold, empty void where mighty stars once burned. A disturbing pattern emerged from Sarah's calculations. The shadow ship's trajectory and harvesting sequence suggested they were working their way through the galaxy in a spiral pattern. More alarming was the realization that this pattern would inevitably lead them to Earth's solar system. Our Sun, with its particular energy signature and position in space, matched the profile of their previous targets. Sarah's attempts to alert global authorities met with mixed responses. While some recognized the severity of the threat, others remained skeptical of her findings. Time was running out as the shadow ships continued their relentless advance through neighboring star systems, each disappearance bringing them closer to Earth. Sarah worked feverishly to develop a method of communication with the approaching shadow ships. The ancient messages had hinted at the possibility of negotiation, suggesting these entities possessed intelligence and perhaps even the capacity for mercy. She theorized that if humanity could prove its worth, demonstrate its potential, there might be hope for survival. As the harvesters drew nearer to our solar system, Sarah discovered something unprecedented in their behavior. The shadow ships had begun pausing briefly at inhabited worlds before moving on, leaving their stars intact. This deviation from their previous pattern suggested they were capable of making conscious choices about their targets. Through complex calculations and analysis of their energy signatures, Sarah developed a theory about the true nature of these cosmic entities. They weren't simply consuming stars for energy, they were preserving something essential about each star system they encountered. The harvested energy appeared to be transformed and stored rather than destroyed. The window for action grew shorter as the shadow ships approached the outer edges of our solar system. Sarah detected their massive forms moving past Neptune, their presence causing subtle gravitational disturbances throughout the planetary system. Earth's governments finally mobilized in response to this irrefutable evidence of an approaching threat. Working with a hastily assembled international team, Sarah prepared humanity's response to the impending encounter. They developed a method to transmit Earth's complete cultural and scientific knowledge into space using modulated energy patterns that matched the shadow ship's own communication frequencies. The message was clear: humanity was a species worth preserving. As the vast forms of the shadow ships emerged from the darkness of space, their presence visible even to the naked eye, Sarah made a startling discovery in the ancient messages. What appeared to be a warning was actually an invitation. The star-harvesting entities weren't destroying stellar systems. They were selecting them for preservation against a greater cosmic catastrophe, one that would eventually consume the entire galaxy. In the final hours before the shadow ships reached Earth's orbit, they responded to humanity's transmission. Their message confirmed Sarah's interpretation. They were cosmic archivists, preserving stellar systems and their inhabitants from an approaching wave of destructive energy that would sterilize the galaxy. Their offer was both terrifying and wondrous, a chance for humanity to join a grand migration of civilizations, preserving Earth's sun and its people in a vast archive of living stellar systems. Sarah stood at the observatory one last time, watching as the shadow ships took position around our sun. This time, she understood that the darkness they brought was not an ending, but a beginning. As Earth prepared for its greatest journey, she realized that the true thieves of the night sky had been time and entropy all along. The shadow ships were not stealing the stars, they were saving them, and now humanity would join them in their eternal voyage through the cosmos. Our sun would disappear from the night sky of those left behind, becoming another mysterious void in space. But for Earth and its people, a new chapter was beginning. One that would take them beyond the familiar stars, into a future where the light of civilization would burn eternal against the approaching darkness.